Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing the HD6950 in GTA 5. You can see it right here in MSI Afterburner. These are the clock speeds. You can see all of its specs right here, and this is actually how you know that it's the 6950 and not the 6970, because, well, it only says HD6900 series. But yeah, going by the specs, it is the 50 version. It is also a 2GB model, and we're running it using a Ryzen 9 5900X and 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is totally overkill, but something like an i3 4170, for example, or a second gen i5 should not bottleneck this card, at least at the 1080p resolution. So let's get right into it, shall we? And first of all, let's go through the settings. I'm playing in DirectX 11 using the 1080p resolution for now. We're also going to test this one at 900p and 720p, and we're utilizing the high settings here. As you can see, most of the things are set to high. I disabled tessellation because older AMD GPUs actually struggle a little bit with it, and yeah, advanced graphics are all turned off. And here we are, ready to see the most beautiful boy in the entire world, Jack, of course. Let's start counting our FPS here. I'm gonna grab my car. It's the Zen Torno. Zen, like Ryzen. Okay, that's why it's so good, right? All right. By the way, who is hyped for the next generation of Intel CPUs? I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy one. Probably not, because the 5900X still does a really good job. But yeah, that 12900K is looking fantastic, according to the leaks at least. But talking about the performance here with the 6970, it performs pretty damn well. As you can see, it stutters a little bit, probably because of the drivers being so old. These are 2015 actually drivers, and yeah, they don't really work all that well these days, but as you can see, GTA 5 is still very, very playable, and it still looks great at the high settings. Alright, people, get the heck out of the way right now, because I'm coming through. I am coming through to see my boy. Let's go, people. Nope, okay, alright, it's all good. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, those little stutters are very likely coming from the drivers indeed, because you can see that the VRAM utilization is not even maxed out. It's at 1.6 gigabytes, which is actually quite low. I expected higher usage there. But yeah, everything else is fine with the GPU. Whoa, wait a second. The grass is actually kind of weird. Yeah, this is definitely driver-related, guys. Like, yeah, the drivers are so old that they don't really work that well. Hello, Jack, you're finally here. You avoided me in the last video with the GTX 970, the Sunday video, you know. But you're here today, so I will forgive you, my boy, okay? Why are you avoiding me, and why are you not talking to me, buddy? There we go, love you too. Okay, so we can keep on moving with the benchmark run. But yeah, in the last Sunday video with the GTX 970, I actually spent like 20 minutes looking for him. Yep, I didn't find him. It was always Jacqueline showing up there. Anyways, inside of bushes, it drops down into the low 40s. There's Bob, by the way. I hate you, Bob. And yeah, it's a very playable experience here at 1080p. It's not 60 plus FPS all of the time. It's a little bit inconsistent when it comes to the frame time graph, but I say it's a very, very playable experience. And if you can buy a card like this for like 20 bucks, maybe 10, 15, I say go for it, because you can actually play GTA 5 at 1080p. It's good. Now, 900p resolution, and it gets closer to 60. As you can see, it might actually be capable of achieving a 60 FPS average at this resolution. So that's very, very good for a GPU this old. You gotta remember that this is also at an 11-year-old GPU. I was gonna say a 10-year-old GPU, but no, it's actually 11 years old. It released back in 2010, guys, and it's running GTA 5 just fine. Now, granted, something like a GTX 480 or even a GTX 470 aged much better than this card, maybe because they got driver updates up until 2018, which was really good for me, I think. But yeah, the 6950 still packs a little bit of just a little bit of a punch, you know. And also, one might say that this is a better card overall than a GTX 480, although it performs way worse in games, just because, well, it has that 69 number in the name. So you know, the 69 is just amazing, guys. I wish we could actually average 69 with this card, and 69 degrees Celsius as well. Speaking of, temperatures are extremely good right now. 58, 59 degrees Celsius. That's amazing for a GPU like this. Just checking how much it consumes because I don't remember. 200 watts of power. Okay, well, be ready to pay a hefty power bill if you end up buying one of these for like 10-15 bucks, or like more expensive than that as well. I just be ready because your power bill is gonna be higher, of course. Hi Jacqueline, you know what, I am happy to see you today. I never noticed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Well, as I was saying, you can actually see the fur in Jacqueline's body right there. I never noticed that, to be honest, guys. That's looking beautiful. I am not even gonna make a funeral for Jacqueline because she cheated on Jack. Digimon told me that, and I agree because she's never with him, right? Jack is always running away from Jacqueline, which is insane. But yeah, that's the reason. We all found out. Look at that CPU utilization, by the way. I just noticed it. 5% at times. Anyway, inside of bushes, it drops down into like the high 40s, low 50s. Not bad at all, once again, guys. It's smooth, it's playable. It stutters less here at 900p as well. I didn't really notice any major stuttering issues. So, yeah, just go for it. 900p is a very adequate resolution to play with this card in GTA 5. 720p resolution, still using the same high settings. High is actually medium in this game because normal is the lowest in the settings menu in GTA 5. That's kind of weird, you know, but yeah, I'll call it high anyways. Let's start counting our FPS, and it's above 70 now. Holy crap, that's a much better experience. I really hope it doesn't stutter. If it doesn't stutter, it's gonna deliver a really good and smooth experience for like 20 bucks. I actually bought it for 28 maybe? I don't remember. Oh god. Okay, I didn't mean to go this way, but okay. Where is Jack, by the way? I want to see him at 720p. No, that's Jacqueline. I wanted to see Jack. I'm not gonna kill you again because, well, I think you're good now. It's all good. It's all good. Dropping down into the low 60s and high 50s inside of bushes. Not bad, guys. Not bad. It only dropped to like 59 there. And the very nice thing about this card is that it has 2 GB of VRAM. So you can actually crank up those textures to high. Something like a GTX 460, for example, with 1 GB, 1.5 maybe. It will actually stutter on high textures, and if you set those to normal, there is a big difference in visual fidelity. Stutters are happening way less often compared to the previous 2 resolutions, and I am just loving the experience right now. It's very smooth once again, and it's mostly above 60 frames per second. That's crazy. That's really good. Also, remember that i3 4170 that I told you about at the beginning of the video? Well, you might not get these FPS. Wow, that was a beautiful stunt right there. Oh, what the heck? I wasn't expecting that. Okay, but yeah, about their i3, I think at 720p resolution you'll need something like the i5 4460 if you want to achieve 75 FPS on average. The averages went up by a little bit there because of the loading screen or the black screen, whatever, but it only went up by 3 frames. So guys, if you don't mind the 200 watt power draw with this GPU, if you don't mind the old drivers, if you're buying a cheap GPU just to play GTA 5, CSGO, Valorant, Dota 2, it's gonna do the job, and yeah, it plays GTA 5 just fine. So if you're here to see the performance, this was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. If you're here to see Jack, well, thank you very much for watching. It's always lovely to see that boy, obviously. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one very soon, hopefully. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I love you all. Bye-bye.